welcome back to my channel. So today things are going to be going a little differently than I usually do things on here. So today we are going to be talking about haunting. The question of today's video is my house haunted? I don't know. Let's find out. Critics, please feel free to bash this video all you want. I don't care if you don't believe in the supernatural. I don't care if you do. Skeptics, please come at me. I don't care. I really don't, because I believe in this stuff. If you don't, that's cool. I won't fight you. But I'm gonna share a few little things that have happened to me. Some old, some recent, and we will determine if my house is haunted or if I personally am being haunted. I'm just gonna share a couple of experiences I have experienced personally that were a little supernatural to I think anyway. So let's share. I'm debating whether I want to stay in my room first and then hit the other spots in the house, but I'm thinking I want to hit the other spots in my house first because more of them happened here in my room. So come on, let's go on an adventure. Hey peeps, so the first destination in the house is the downstairs living room area. Looks like a normal living space for a family, right? There are two items in this room that have affected me supernaturally. I don't know, but I believe it. Come on. So the first item is Annabelle. This doll right here, specifically. Meet my own personal Annabelle, everybody. Annabelle, say hi. Nothing? That's okay. Annabelle, right there, that's my bud. She has been known to be places where she shouldn't be. I'm not talking about like a completely different room, but there is the first time that this happened. She just out of nowhere fell to the floor. Now that doll has been sitting there on a stand for years, and when I say years, I mean like over a decade, and has never had any issues falling over or with gravity. It just fell over. Like I watched it happen, and I was just like, there's no wind, nobody was walking by, there was no vibrations. She just tipped over for no reason at all. So I was just like, yo, Annabelle's real. Annabelle is real, and ever since it happened, I've been saying this for years, that she is possessed. She's my own personal Annabelle, and I hate her. I hate you. You know that. I flick you off every time I walk by you. But yeah, that is the first thing. And she has been on the floor when I've come home multiple times. Y'all watching this video might think that I'm like just being childish and like extra AF. But bruh, I have a reason to be fearful of a little China doll, because you want to know what my experience was seeing Annabelle for the first time? I saw Annabelle in theater. I saw the midnight showing of Annabelle in theater the weekend that my parents were going out of town to New York. So I was in a house all weekend long by myself, and that is not the only doll we have in this house. There's a lot more. There's a lot. There's one right there in front of me. There's another two right over there. There's another one in there. There's some in that little thing right here. I'm telling you, want to see how many freaking dolls are in this house? Let's go on an adventure. still not it. The mother is on this side, and the doll that I despise the most. Her. Look at her. Look at her. Look how big she is. She's half the size of my body. Half the size of... Are you... No, it's not okay. Do y'all see why I was afraid to stay home by myself after seeing Annabelle? Because I had to deal with all of this. All of y'all. All of y'all. I have all the reason in the world to be afraid of freaking porcelain dolls in my house after seeing Annabelle. Annabelle is actually one of the very few movies that actually frightened me because my house is full of dolls, okay? So that's not alright with me. And you can imagine my paranoia walking into this room in the middle of the night because she used to be over there where she has her own little doll stand. And up here, there's a bust of Poseidon right here, and he used to be up here. So imagine me, poor little innocent old me, coming downstairs to get a midnight snack. I hop into this room real quick. I'm just casually walking in, and I come here, turn the corner, and then boom! Her face. I nearly had a heart attack. What's the second haunted item in this room that bothers me? How y'all feel about grandfather clocks? So tell me why this grandfather clock back here decides to chime for the first time in the middle of the night. Since the day my parents bought this clock, we brought it back home with us. I kid you not, that clock has never chimed. It's never chimed, and that's been in our house for like at least 10 years. Never chimed, not once. Once ever. So I come downstairs like, here's a random fact. I snack at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning about every night. So it's about approximately 1 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock, midnight, whatever. One of those. I come down the stairs and this thing is chiming. And I'm just like, huh, interesting. I've never heard it chime before. And I'm in the fridge trying to get my food. I'm like, okay, it's midnight. This is normal. It's on the hour. Okay. But it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. I kid you not. It chimed for like an hour. The whole hour. That's not normal. I sat here and watched it happen. I recorded this. Would someone like to tell me why this grandfather clock is suddenly going off? It never does this. Like, I think I've only heard it do it once, and that was like the week my parents brought it home from New York. It literally never does this. But now, I'm just thinking that maybe it's because this doll. Annabella's everywhere in this damn house. And I swear, this clock has never done this before. And it's doing it repeatedly. Isn't it only supposed to do it one time on the hour? It's been doing this for like the past 5 minutes. What the f? This is the doll that always seems to freaking haunt me. I blame you, Annabelle. F you. It's still doing it. What the hell? Y'all know that's not normal, right? It's supposed to just chime, do its thing, and then shut up until the next hour. It didn't. It was like it was making up for lost time. It was like it was chiming for every hour that it missed in its previous life since it's been installed in this house. Like, come on. So I thought that was odd. I told the rents, and they were like, huh, interesting. They checked it out. Nothing happened. Of course, a couple weeks later, I'm down here getting a snack again, and it's going off again for another hour. And I'm just like, dude, what the? Father time? Can you chill? Can you just please chill? Or is it that little Miss Annabelle number 2 over there who's setting you off? I see you, Annabelle. She's like, you everywhere. I tell you, Annabelle, we not good. So we've returned to my bedroom. So we talked about Annabelle, we talked about the grandfather clock, and we talked about all the other dolls that take up space in this house. Next, we're gonna focus on things that are within reach in my own living space. All right, so what should I start off with? Maybe I should start off with the fact that when we moved here in approximately 2001, 2002, somewhere in the early 2000s, I was like, what, 8, 9 years old at that time? The kids in this neighborhood, not the nicest by the way, they like to tell me that my house was haunted when we first moved here, and I was just like not buying it, because I was just like, whatever. I didn't really care about that stuff at the time. I didn't watch a horror movie or anything until I was like 13. I don't know, but like I was just like, cool, I don't really care. But like now sometimes I don't really have a hard time believing that it just might be. I mean, my house is built on top of land that used to be swamp land, and the area that I live in is a historic area, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's like, I don't know, decades, hundreds years old dead bodies buried in this dirt somewhere. Like, I really wouldn't be shocked. I've had moments where I hear people, like I'll hear talking. I've been on like phone calls before with my like my first cell phone, but like I would intercept phone calls. This could be a connection thing with the phone company or supernatural. Like, it could be an actual explanation for like getting a call interference with someone else's phone call, but I like completely lost communication with the person I was talking to, and I heard another 2 people having their own conversation. Sometimes I feel like I am not alone in this room, but I am alone in this room. I can't even tell you how many times I get the feeling that I need to turn around and check myself, because I really feel like there's another presence here. And when you know, like you just feel like something's luring over you. For a while I was afraid of my bathroom. I know, my bathroom. But I used to have this reoccurring nightmare. I used to have it every night. It always started off the same, and I'm not gonna say how it starts off because it's really stupid, but it always took a turn when I got up to go to the bathroom. The light was always off. I don't know, Dream Me was stupid and just never turned the light on. But I would always go into the bathroom, the light was always off, and there is this giant black figure standing there. And I know, you know in dreams how you just know something's gonna happen without it actually happening? You just know it's going to happen. Well, in my dream, I knew and I felt that this thing was going to kill me. And I always woke up right before it did. Like, it was always in the motions of going towards me, and then I'd wake up. I've never actually finished this nightmare. I don't have this dream anymore. I haven't had it in a long time. A long time. I'm 26 now. I was probably like maybe like 15, maybe, the last time I had that nightmare. And even at that time, it was probably a while since I had it, since the time before. I used to have it a lot, but not anymore. I guess I grew out of that. But you know, I take this stuff seriously because younger people, especially kids, are more susceptible. Susceptible. The word I'm trying to say, I can't say it right now, but you know what I'm trying to say, I hope. But they're more attuned to like paranormal activity and stuff because they're younger, they're pure, they're innocent, and they're open to these possibilities. They're not closed-minded. So entities and paranormal beings are going to latch on to people who are open-minded and stuff like that. I was definitely one of those kids. I definitely was. And I've seen a ghost in my grandma's basement, and no one in my family will like disbelieves me because my mom said she's seen it, my aunt said she's seen it, my grandma said she's seen it. So your girl done seen a ghost when she was a kid. We've all have been able to describe this ghost figure and what he looked like. Yes, the ghost is a he. Yeah, and I haven't stepped foot in my grandma's basement ever since. I definitely believe that I'm attuned to this stuff. I hear this little harmonica sound every now and then. I still hear that sometimes. I'll hear like the floor creak, like someone's walking across it, and it's not the house moving. Like, you know how the house settles and it makes those noises? It's not that. It like legitimately sounds like someone's walking across the floor, and I know for a fact that I'm the only one up here, and I've checked. Happen times when I know I'm here by myself. I'm gonna get to the more recent stuff. I was lying in bed, this right here that I'm sitting on, and I woke up and I heard a rattling sound. Now normally that wouldn't like faze me, but the thing is, I'm not a morning person, and if there's a sound annoying me in the morning, I'm gonna get up and instigate and try to get it to stop because I'm trying to go back to sleep. Tell me why. Follow me. So this is my desk area, and this is where I keep like all my art supplies and stuff, and this is where I keep like my paint brushes and like my markers and whatever. And this was straight up rattling like this, and I mean like I could see it shaking and everything. I had to pick it up to stop it. That was creepy. That was the first weird thing that really creeped me out. So, another occurrence that happened, I was laying in my bed on my back as I am now. I woke up in the middle of the night and my fan was turning. Now what I'm getting at is that it was cold in my room and I turned the fan off. In fact, the fan hadn't even been touched for months. I woke up, the fan blades were turning, as if it was just turning off. Now, I don't know about you, but I find that extremely odd, because first of all, why would I turn the fan on if I was cold? So yeah, that creeped me the F out. You wanna know what the other creepy thing that happened was? I'm in my closet. So, I was standing right there. I was doing laundry. I was folding said laundry and putting it away. This closet light was off. I hadn't even touched any clothes that go in the closet yet. I kid you not, I turned around, closet light was on. So that strikes me as odd. So that concludes all of the things that have happened. But there's one more. So I Skype Kenneth quite frequently, and I tell him about all these weird things that happen. I tell him everything. He's like the first person I tell anything to. And I was on Skype with him, and I was going through all of the weird things that were happening. And because these happened, the fan, the light, the rattling of my art supplies, all of that happened within like a week. And so I was on Skype and I was telling him all of this. All of a sudden, Skype froze and cut out. Like, I couldn't talk to him. He couldn't hear me. I couldn't hear him. I spent like 5 minutes yelling at the Skype screen, and I was just like, yo, there's a spirit here, leave me the F alone, I'm just trying to tell my story, stop bothering me, just leave me alone. And usually when you confront spirits like that, it could go either a good way because you're confronting them to leave you the hell alone, or they could find it funny and just keep tormenting you. I guess mine worked in a good way because ain't nothing really happened since. But I just thought it was odd that, you know, I'm trying to tell somebody that these things are happening, and then you literally won't let me tell the person what's happening. You're just adding on to the proof that something is wrong. Because I ain't ever had no Skype problems like that before. So, highly suspicious. Highly suspicious. Yes, it could be a connectivity problem, but I'm that chick who will say paranormal activity for everything. I will. I really will. You think I'm playing? I'm serious. But I guess that pretty much concludes this video. I think I'm done. I've pretty much shared like everything that has happened in this house, specifically that I've cried paranormal to. Like, for real, skeptics, if you don't believe me, that's fine, but I believe in this shit. Like, if you watch horror movies, I watch a lot of horror movies, I watch a lot of scary stuff, and maybe it's because I watch all this stuff that I'm just paranoid or something, I don't know, but I believe it, for real. Like, some horror movies are fake, but some are real. Those ones that are based on true stories, yeah, I freaking believe it. This stuff is real. It can really happen. And if you believe it, then you're well prepared. And I mean, like, educate yourself. I mean, like, I don't know if you ever watched Paranormal Survivor, but I'd be watching some of those episodes. Some of those episodes I had to take a break from, and I had to watch a happy movie to go to sleep because some of them were too close to home. Like, the whole feeling somebody behind you, like really feeling someone's presence in the room with you, but you know for a fact that you're alone, that hit home. So I had to watch something happy to be able to sleep, and to know that that person I was watching, their experience, they were physically attacked. So luckily I've never had that happen, but I was just like, yo, I know how that feels. So happy movie. Stuff like that. I don't deal with faces either. Like, there's this horror movie I watch, I will never name it again because the name itself just makes me scared. Another one of the very few horror movies that actually creep me the hell out. I don't deal with sounds or faces. If I can like really see something, specifically like a face thrown up in my face, I'm out. I am out. I'll talk a lot of shit because I love horror, but I am a pansy and I will not actually go to a haunted house. I will talk the most. I will be the most. But as soon as you put me in a haunted situation in real life and I gotta walk through a haunted house, I'm not there. No, it's not happening. But yeah, but like, I don't F with faces. Like, if it ever comes to the point where I'm like experiencing paranormal activity for real, and I see crap all up in my face, and it's an evil spirit trying to get me, you best believe I'm out this house. I'm moving. I don't freaking care if I gotta live in the streets. I'm moving to another state. Peace, bye y'all, I'm gone. But that's really it. I believe so. I could talk forever. I really could, especially for talking about horror and Halloween related things. I really could. So please shut me off. Turn this video off. Just stop. Don't stop the video yet. You gotta subscribe and hit the bell. If you like this video, give it a spooky thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, get off my channel. If you want more content like this, I mean, I really couldn't imagine why you would, because I talk too much. But if you want more content like this, be sure to like this video and hit the bell for notifications to know when I upload. I upload every week. And be sure to subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye. Stay spooky.